I love pleasure. I genuinely don't understand why we tell ourselves that pain has to be a prerequisite to pleasure. And whenever I tell anyone about how much I think fun should be the number one priority in everyone's lives, people always tell me that I'm such a hedonist. I'm trying to escape something. Aren't we all? What is there particularly about life that I should be okay with, except for the fact that I can feel and have fun? I feel like if life wasn't or couldn't be fun, I would not want to be here. Maybe I am trying to escape something. Maybe I'm trying to escape the mundanity of life, but it's better than tolerating it, I guess. If life is not fun, life is just not worth living to me.
Well, I think that we as humans have many pleasures in our daily life routines.
I had an opioid addiction when I was like 14, 16, and the way that made me feel was obviously I'd want to feel something for a change, and
For example, I used to smoke a lot of weed when I was in my early 20s, and that it gave me a lot of problems. I started to overthink a lot, so I decided to stop.
I remember this one time where I had to fall asleep with my hand on my chest, so I could feel something, obviously, but I could feel my heart slowing down, and I didn't know if I would wake up the next morning.
Now I am entering my 30s, and I think that I have been able to control many things. Not control, but to find a way to be more happy with my relationship to addictions and pleasures.
My most indulgent pleasure is spending money.
I do think adulthood has allowed me more pleasures that I wasn't able to access when I was younger, but also I feel like I do still feel like a little child sometimes. Like when you're doing all these new things, it's exciting, it's playful, it's like tapping into your inner child, but also I'm finding more in adulthood is tapping into my inner teen. I feel like we talk so much about like childhood, inner child and da, but it's like actually my inner teen was really fighting for their life a little bit.
I think as a person, I'm actually very pleasure averse. I really struggle with finding, seeking, and feeling pleasure, and so I struggle to feel addicted to it, but I think I almost like seek the opposite.
For a brief moment, I can escape everything I'm thinking about.
I think I'm low-key, high-key becoming a swallow, which is like half my life here where I'm from, and then half of the rest of the year somewhere else.
I don't know why. The more I eat, the further I feel from my body, which is great, but also horrible at the same time.
I have experienced a lot of pain, but I think that's why I'm so deeply wanting pleasures. I'm like, I can't be consumed by pain. And I'm like, actually, I'm supposed to enjoy my life. I'm supposed to have nice things. I'm supposed to, think I'm supposed to experience things, you can't, I think it's different circumstances, but especially with me, I've had a lot of grief and loss, and I feel like that got me down for quite a while. So I feel like even now in this new era of like seeking intimacy, seeking pleasure, is coming from that period of like, damn, I know how that felt, and actually I don't want to feel that all the time. But also understanding that, yeah, even though you have that experience and you do go through this, depression, grief, loss, that there are still great days ahead. And also it's just a difficult moment, it's not going to be forever. And I think that's what's been like motivating me as well. And also, I think I'm figuring out what my pleasures are. You know, it's something I've been trying to kind of dig deeper into the past month. Like, people always ask me, what kind of people are you into? And I'm like, I actually don't know. And I think there's a little thrill in that, but you know.
Hedonism, pleasure, and escapism are all one and the same.
Why is the bathroom at any sort of function the temple of hedonism? You know, people go in, do their lines, come out, people fuck, come out, people do all sorts of madness, escapades, all kinds of sorts of things in the bathroom. And I feel like it is literally the altar to where people can confess their hedonistic desires or infer it to the people they've literally just asked to come into the toilet with. It's honestly comical how much pleasure I have had in other people's bathrooms. It's disturbing even. And yeah, I just love the difference in somewhere so smelly and so off-putting being a place where, I don't know, I've managed to be the most myself, to be honest.